nothing. It's real loud.
Still.
When the bass hit your face, you be like. When the bass hit your face, you be like.
Fest here on the sand, and my gosh, it has been already a kind of wild weekend. We've had some insane skateboard action, also some nuts weather. How's it going, everybody? I'm Todd Richards, and this is Amelia Brodka, and we're going to be bringing you today's semifinal conclusion and also the final event this evening at 3:15. But yesterday was a bit wild, huh?
It was super windy. Somehow the Heat 1 of the Vert skaters held it down, but they didn't get to complete their runs, and then the thunder and lightning came out, so we had to put things on hold.
Yeah, that's right. So obviously a more condensed schedule for today. We've got the men's street qualifier is going to be going down first, and it's all about focus now on Blackbeard's replica pirate ship that is over here behind us. It is going to be a really intense event because all these guys were hyped up last night to get it done, and then they had to, can that, bring it back this morning, and we were trying to dry the course and then undry it last night. It was kind of wild, but we're going to get it done today. The weather is perfect, so let's talk about right now about how we're going to get it done. So we've got a whole bunch of riders, completely unique format to this, a lot different than what we would see in like a street league or X Games in that style.
That's right. It's just a jam. So 2 skaters skate for 3 minutes, and 3 of their best tricks count. And that really gives them a chance to shine, to really throw down their best tricks.
Yeah, and so what you as viewers at home are going to see on the screen is the total of those 3 best tricks. So you don't really need to pay attention to the individual scores. All you need to do is pay attention to that big score, and that is the sum of the 3 best tricks. So we're going to have a street comp. And then we're going to get some semifinalists both in the street, and then we're going to move on to the vert. And then at 3:15 is when we are going to have the finals go down. All right, so recap of yesterday's action, what we did get done with the vert finals. We're going to check that out right now.
All right, here we are in Virginia Beach, JACKALOPE. Are you ready? suede shoes. Human. Wow, that's cool. Don't you go up for Florida. Oh, Robert Ward right there jumping out to Utah. We got 50 seconds. Just look at this. Oh, there it is, 270. That's like the quarterback. Wow! He's feeling it up there. Oh yeah, keep up from go. Used to do. Time on the front. So switch it on. Good time. It's two. On in. Oh.
All right, I misspoke. I said it was the vert, but that was the qualifier for this street event. But we're all about getting underway now with the semifinals. We've got a lot of skaters from all over the planet, so let's get into it right now. Without further ado, we're going to bring to you the street finalists from over here at a replica of Blackbeard's pirate ship. And it is called the Queen Anne's Revenge. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
All right, we're going to get some revenge over here on this street course. Very unique design, very Jackalope Fest. Something completely different than what we're going to see everywhere else. Here's a look of it, the overview of what we've got going down right here. It's a pirate ship.
There's a lot of different options in terms of obstacles. You know, there's the main stair set, which we'll see a lot. There's like a mermaid flat rail gap over a stair set as well. There's an out rail, and then there's the anchor.
Yeah, and you will definitely get anchored if you do not time that thing right. But it's just cool. You know, it's this reflection of how Jackalope wants to do things a little bit differently. The formats are different. The vibe is different. It's all about having fun out here and offering unique experiences for these skaters to come and compete at. And also, you know, just the way that they pick the skaters to be at Jackalope Fest is completely unique as well. It's not so much a big invite. They really go out of their way to find undiscovered talent, don't they?
Yeah, they have a Golden Ticket Award where they try to find the most underrated skaters on the planet between different video contests as well as the Skate Nomad, finding skaters from all over the world to bring them out here. And, you know, the qualifier was totally open, so people can register and skate. We actually had 58 skaters in yesterday's open qualifier.
So let's look a little bit deeper here at some of the obstacles. I mean, it is cool. There's all kinds of like little bumps, and when you got to think about the way that this format works, we're going to have two people on this course at once. The cameramen have got their job cut out for them. They've got to track two people going down this thing. The judges, you need to have like 8 different eyeballs, you know, on these obstacles. We have some of the best judges out there, and it's going to be really fun to watch this go down. I think we're about to get underway here right now. So in heat number 1, we've got Ryan Lepore from Delta, BC, and Matthew Cartledge from Hicksville, New York. They're going to be our first 2 skaters up in heat number 1. Remember, they've got 3 minutes, and it's your 3 best tricks, which is kind of cool, don't you think? Like, they get to concentrate on just makes.
That's
you know?
right. They don't have to like play the whole, have to hit every obstacle, have to flow the course, have to put in some filler tricks. There is no filler.
Yeah.
All of their tricks are going to be the ones that are their hardest because they just need 3 tricks on the board.
Yeah, I mean, also that 3 minutes doesn't seem like a lot of time, but it can be a staggering amount of time if you nail your stuff straight away and you're like, okay, well, everyone else's scores are going up because they keep landing stuff. So it's the pressure's on to kind of strategize here. You know, you want to come out and kind of build a house of tricks. We see right there the helm of Blackbeard's pirate course. I think Manny Santiago is he's our guy on the course that we're going to be throwing down to later. He's basically our Jack Sparrow today.
I mean, what better pirate to have on board a ship than
kind
Manny
of a pirate.
Santiago?
That's right. He's got a pirate's name. I'm going to tell you right now. Captain Santiago, like, that guy would be the dread on the high seas. I'll tell you right now. All right, well, before we get underway here with the semifinal, let's throw it to Manny Santiago, Captain Santiago, with a course preview.
1 2 1 2, mic check, mic check. All right, what's going on? We're here at JACKALOPE Virginia Beach 2025. We're here on the ship.
Yeah, right on the beach.
You know what I'm saying? Get off the zip! Get off the zip! Get off the zip!
You guys turn yourself down a mic.
We are here to do a park preview, and I have the perfect person to give you Blackbeard's park preview. His name is Julian. What's cracking? How do you feel about the course?
It's unique because it looks like a pirate ship. I like it.
That's what we wanted
And
to hear.
it's nice
Yeah.
because you get the beach and it just calms you and it makes you, like, you look at it, all of a sudden you're colder.
So park preview on the big section. We got the big rail, we got the out rail, and then we got the fatty to flatty or bump to rail. All right, go. The pirates are getting in the way. Arr, arr, there's pirates all over the place. Here we go. Kickflip back lip down the rail. All right, now we're gonna hit this out rail. That's your guy. Here we go, Julian. Back 3 lip. Now we're gonna go to the flat bottom because he's gonna go fatty to flatty on the cannon. Wow. So he tray flipped it. That's what he does. And now we need 3 more tricks. We need you to hit the center section, which is the bump to bump, bump to ledge, and then the bump to anchor rail. Boom. Backside heel over the bump to bump, over the barrels. There he goes. Woo, 180-50. Yep. Now we're gonna head over to the bump to anchor to see what trick he's gonna put down. Oh, it counts! And that's a wrap for the JACKALOPE Virginia Beach course preview.
Thanks, Manny. We got a good preview of the course there. We got all kinds of crazy stuff, and it is cool, like what California skate parks came out and made for us. And it really is that there's a lot of characteristics of this course. I love the rum runner bump over the barrels of rum. So here we go. We are underway with heat number 1. Once again, this is Ryan Lepore from Delta, BC, and Matthew Cartledge from Hicksville, New York.
We actually already saw Matthew backside flip over the rum barrels. So that is a great way to start things off. He's going to be able to build upon that. Going for the nose grind nollie flip. Ooh, the fakey front feeble on the double set.
Once again, 3 best tricks, 3 minutes on course, 2 riders.
So that's Ryan Lepore right there. He is from Canada, so, you know, repping the Jackalope motherland.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Matthew right there.
Matthew trying to get, looks like hard flip out. So the judges want to see you just put down 3 solid tricks. It sounds easy.
Well, when you have a format like this, you want to dig deep and try your most technical, your hardest tricks.
Gonna get that nollie heel to front board. Coming up on the 2-minute mark here for these guys.
Matthew going for that nose grind nollie flip again. Or maybe trying a hard flip out of it.
Oh.
Ooh, got a little wheel bite on the landing. Also landed in the water.
Yeah.
That's not going to help.
Coming up to 1 minute left. There it is. Nollie heel front board gets that job done.
Oh, switching up with a kickflip crook. So we saw he already has a backside flip in the books. Oh, here we go.
So Ryan kind of running away with this one. 30 seconds left in this heat. Let's see what Matthew's going to get. He's kind of getting stuck on that ledge, and that's one of the thing like contest skating or just any kind of competition is that you kind of get stuck. You know, you get stuck on one obstacle. You got to kind of move around, kind of move the vibe around for yourself. But here we go, 10 seconds left in heat number 1 in this semifinal.
Ryan, a huge fan of the nollie tricks onto the rail here.
And that will do it for heat number 1. As we said, Ryan looked like he was nailing a few tricks out there. Most notably that nollie front board, nollie heel, locks into that perfectly.
Yeah, he did that so well. When you're popping off the nose like that, in order to get the board over the rail, it's definitely ups the difficulty level.
Yeah, and nollie board slide. Like you said, big fan of the nollie in. Okay, we're gonna move right along here into heat number 2. These skaters are just getting warm. And such a huge history here in Virginia Beach of street skating in particular. Andy Howell is from here, legend, artist, skater for New Deal. Also Mike Vallely, I should say, was basically discovered in the parking lot at Trashmore. Ended up getting on the cover of Thrasher magazine and also getting sponsored by Powell.
So many fun facts. He's from Jersey, but he wasn't.
Yeah, they lived here,
discovered
I think, for a year in Virginia Beach.
Exciting.
Yep. Yeah. Okay, so next up, Mathieu Leblanc from Quebec and Nick Ramos from Bronx in New York. These two will be up next. 15 years old for Mathieu. Have you seen anyone do any tricks on the Pirate's helm, the steering wheel?
I actually have not. That would be so fun to
be
see,
sick.
like a little nose pick or something off of there.
Nick Ramos, 24, coming out of the Bronx. Streets of New York.
See, there's not a lot of huge contests that happen on the East Coast. So to have this contest here and to have it be open is such a huge opportunity for these skaters who can't travel out west every time there's a competition.
Yeah, exactly. And it doesn't really help that every single oh my gosh, here we go. Tail slide 270 out straight away.
Oh, flowing already. It's a great way to start. Nick Ramos.
There's Mathieu.
Oh, going for the kickflip back lip.
That's my boy right there. He's already got 2 tricks.
Looked like he was maybe leaning a little bit too far forward on that back lip, and it just got away from him.
Nice back 3.
Over the Mermaid.
Yeah, we need that. Big risk, big reward. You know, fatty to fatty like that, more control, shoot out the cannon. Yeah, and making sure you're
Gonna get that back 3 over that bar.
don't get that wheel bite.
It is a fatty to flatty.
Oh, going for the kickflip back lip again. It's a
get
really
stuck.
strong way to start.
Big time. Also, like, just that is a big pop over to complete and total flat. Come on, get this back lip and then just move on. There it is.
Yes. Little tic-tac on the way out, but he just hung on to it. You know, we're going to see a lot of different strategies here. Are people going to start mellow and build up, or are some people going to go right out the gate with a kickflip back lip on the handrail?
That's it. You know, when you're young, you just don't know any better.
Oh, going for the backside flip over the Mermaid Gap.
15 years old, you get a real, snapshot of the youth that are coming up, especially here on the East Coast. And as you were saying, there's not as many contests back on the East Coast anymore. So to have this in Virginia Beach and, the significance of what Virginia Beach has brought to skateboarding over there it is.
Oh, you know what? I feel like we should count that because he would have rode away if it weren't for his hat.
Oh, he just ran over his lid. He landed that.
Yeah, he did.
That was a good 6 feet of roll afterwards.
Yeah.
You're good.
I mean, it's tough when you got to avoid all the water on the boat.
That's very true.
He's got the new high score. Oh, yeah, for sure. That's going to be the level because they're all bangers.
So far this heat, ooh, kickflip, 50-50.
Kickflip back lip, kickflip front fifty. He's got 2 big tricks already as well.
Ooh, going for the frontside 180 late shove over the barrel. So we've seen 2 tricks landed by each skater so far.
Backside flip.
What's that backside flip?
Get that one. That's good. He's only got 2 good tricks, man. 25 seconds.
25 seconds left in this heat.
1 or 2 more tries. Matthew, you got 1 or 2 more tries. Get it. Go.
What's he got?
Go, Matthew, go.
Ooh, kickflip back 3.
Backside flip.
Oh, the backside flip, so close.
10 seconds left.
It's kind of a sneak peek of what it's like to, go out to a street spot. Sometimes these tricks will take you hours. So to put 3 tricks in 3 minutes, it's a tall order.
Yeah, it seems easy, but all right, so that'll do it for heat number 2. We saw the kickflip back lip. We saw the backside 360 over the fatty to flatty over the bar. So we're moving right along here. This is the semifinals. Once again, if you're joining us, the way that this thing works is we've got 13 heats, 2 riders each heat, 3 minutes to get it done, and we will take 9 to the finals.
Wow, the way that he got out of that kickflip back lip, it looked like it was going to lock into back Smith, and he had to just nudge that wheel over. But he made it work.
Let's look at that back. Yeah, back 3.
Oh, that's a land.
Kind of, yeah, it's a full make, except his lid's all scuffed up now. You know how particular people are about their hats.
I gotta say, one of the things I'm really appreciating about this event, I've never been to a jackalope, and right off the plane, I could tell that the vibe was unlike anywhere else. You're going out on the pirate ship, you see people on the slack line between the hotels in glow-in-the-dark outfits. There are people that are getting really close to all the skating, all the action, the jam format that really opens up the possibilities for the skaters. It's just a really, really good vibe out here.
Yeah, it is really different than what you would get at some of the bigger events that are more publicized. It's just cool because it has a way more laid-back atmosphere. And that's what they want to do. They want these skaters to be able to come here, not have to worry about stacking points to go to the Olympics or something. They want to come here and just let their hair down and just skate.
And some of these guys are getting to skate against people that they've only seen on Instagram or in video parts, so it's such a cool opportunity. And just the format in itself kind of takes the pressure off a little bit.
All right, so here we go. Heat number 3. This is Nick Todaro from New Jersey up against Crawford Ward from Lynchburg, Virginia.
I feel like we saw a Susky on the anchor, on the bump to anchor. Hard to say whether time had already started or they were warming up, but either way, it was a beautiful trick to watch.
Ooh.
Kickflip back lip. You got a gap over the plants onto the anchor.
Some of these obstacles are intimidating. That anchor, like if you get tangled up in that thing, that's not good.
Nice little front side air there.
Here we go over the anchor. He's going to get the kickback lip.
Oh.
But no, it's good to see street guys ride the training. Like, it's going to be all terrain. You want to be that. Yeah, you want to be well-rounded.
Oh, Nick going for the blunt slide. Looks like he's stuck a little bit. Sometimes when it's a little bit toasty out, you got to at least wax your tail before trying tricks like that to make sure you don't stick.
Oh, something just went down over there. Hopefully we'll see that in the replay. Also, being by the beach like this, you get that sand that kind of whips onto the surfaces, maybe a little bit more with the vert ramp than here. But it does add, you're dealing with these environments. Is a little bit onshore wind right now.
Caveman board slide, keeping it going. I think he's landed a bunch of stuff so far. He did a frontside air on the quarter pipe. So it looks like he's kind of going for a different strategy than we've seen so far, kind of keeping things flowing.
Yeah, Nick's moving all over the place. He's keeping it going. And you kind of, that's what I would think you would want to do is just keep it loose, just like you're skating a session at a skate park.
Nice gap lip on the anchor.
Coming up on the 1 minute mark. There's the kickflip back lip.
He willed that to happen. It looked like they under-rotated a little bit on the roll away, but he stuck it. He powered through.
You know, I always wondered about, like, you know, when you have there's like that surprise, I can't believe I just landed that claim. I don't know how that goes with the judges. Are you like saying, like, I didn't really mean to do that? You got to own it. Like,
yeah, definitely. I mean, there's a lot of, you know, there's a lot of history with, like, can skaters celebrate, or does that affect the way that the judges see them?
I like to think it does. There's nothing better than a really good, horrible claim. Trying to get that kickflip 50-50 or kickflip 5-0 onto the anchor. 12 seconds left.
Ooh, kickflip back tail. Just a poetic trick. I love seeing that trick.
3 seconds left. And that will do it for us. So we saw Crawford pop over into the kickback lip on the anchor. Saw a couple other tricks here by Nick.
Oh, looked like he was going for the front hurricane, but kind of missed the lock-in on the truck.
Oh, there we go, back 270 board slide.
Gap lip slide.
And here is the kickflip back lip. With the, oh my gosh, I can't, it's either I can't believe how good I am.
And the back three. All right, so we had some solid tricks on the board there for sure. I'd say the kickflip back lip definitely stands out in that heat.
So the way this goes too is the highest total scores of the 9 riders with the top high scores will move on to the final. So moving right along here up to the next heat, Colby Hayes from Richmond, Virginia, up against Macon Mota from St. Petersburg, Florida. We've had the gamut of weather out here this weekend. Yesterday it was like humid and hot. Today it's like kind of chilly out. It's actually perfect skating weather right now.
Got a little bit of wind, keep you cool. Hopefully it doesn't pick up prior to the vert contest, but you know, there's people walking the line between the hotels, so it can't be that windy.
No. Yeah, and literally there are people walking a high line between 2 hotels out here. This is Jackalope. You turn around, there's something crazy going on. Back tail to get things started off.
Oh, that's Macon right there with the back nose blunt.
Looks like Macon might be out here just rolling this solo right now. Putting on a demo.
Oh!
There's a
Ollie heel nose
3 tricks
slide,
done
no
in a
way.
line.
And having to do it solo and not being phased by that is very impressive. Nerves of steel, this guy.
Back lip gets away from him. But yeah, it looks like he is, he's got a bye here, only by himself out on the course. All the focus is on him. He's got 3 minutes to get nasty with it.
Started off really strong, so he can definitely build up from there. You know, because in some of the past heats, we didn't see 3 tricks even landed.
Yeah, it's very true. But also you have to take into consideration who else is coming. I mean, we got like guys like Mickey Papa coming on the course here pretty soon who cut their teeth at Street League. They know all about how to compete, what tricks to put in a line. So you really do have to put your best show on right now.
Oh, getting the backside flip over the barrel. Very solid.
There's that back lip demoing right now. Minute 25 left on the clock here. This is just like practice for him too. Like this is the least amount of people that we've seen on this course the whole time we've been here this weekend.
Yeah, sometimes one of the best things about competing is it might be one of the only times that you have the course or the ramp all to yourself and you don't have to dodge people trying to land your trick.
And then Dave Duncan yelling at you.
He doesn't look phased by it. I mean,
Nope.
Macon's got like 5 or 6 tricks on the board already, so.
He's got another, basically a minute left too. It's probably getting gassed at this point, just skating a solo demo out here by himself.
Yeah, 3 minutes straight in the heat. It's no small feat.
This must be like what Tony Hawk feels like when he goes to like one of those like corporate gigs and he has to skate the ramp by himself. It's just like this.
Macon might be a little younger than Tony, though.
That's right. I'm just doing anything to fill space with words right now. Tries to get that big spin down. The double
right.
set.
I want to see that. You know, I feel like he can make that.
It might be a big flip. I think he tried
Yeah.
to get his board to flip.
Had a little flick in there.
Come on.
Oh, big spin.
Oh.
You were right, yeah.
All right, so that does it for the one-man demo. Macon Mota coming out of Florida. And we saw a ton of tricks straight away, basically in a line. That
Ooh.
back tail, back nose blunt,
I love that trick.
properly locked in.
Oh, backside flip. Caught it beautifully with that front foot. And the back lip.
All about that follow through too. Great style, good control.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that stacks up against the rest of the field, because I feel like for some of these guys, like you mentioned, Mickey Papa, Jake Gilardi, those might be kind of easier tricks for them. So it kind of will depend on what kind of strategy they take in terms of building up on tricks or just going straight for their big tricks.
You know, sometimes I think it's even harder just to make it into the finals because you're trying to figure out your strategy. What do I show? What do I give the judges? Because you got to hold back a little bit for the final. So here we go, heat number 5. This is Mike Diaz from Lawrenceville, Georgia, up against Orlando Garcia from Long Beach.
Ooh, front 180 nose grind the hard way. That was a sick way to start. Very unique.
Here we go. What's Mike doing? Setting up here.
Ooh, nollie flip crook.
Trying to backside flip over the entire anchor right there.
Orlando got 3rd at the Dam Am in New York City just last year, and that is a heavy event to place on the podium.
He definitely skates fast. Coming out of the mean streets of Long Beach.
This is Orlando's 4th Jackalope event, so he's no stranger to the format. Looks like he's got his strategy intact, just going for a big gap right off the bat. Ooh, is that gonna be like a hard flip back 180?
It looks like it. We've really yet to see anyone put down anything substantial. Oh, there we go.
Front crook. The front 180 fakie nose grind the hard way was pretty sick, though. It's just on the bump to ledge, but super technical.
Here we go. Let's see if Orlando can get this backside flip. Oh my gosh.
He cleared the whole landing as well. That is a huge gap.
Land ho.
It's 2 tricks down for Orlando. Ooh, going switch heel.
He's stoked, feeling eye of the tiger right now after popping over the anchor. What's he got?
Oh.
Got about a minute left.
Oh, switch heel, just a little bit leaning back on the landing.
See if he's going to take another shot at the anchor, popping up and over. That front 180 to fakie 5-0 on that. Oh, gets that, tries the 270 up onto that flat bar. 25 seconds left.
Switch heel. Oh, that one looks so good, too. All right, Orlando's last attempt here. Oh.
And just misses it. 10 seconds left. Is he going to get another shot at it? Let's see if he can get. All right, he's pushing at it. I'm not sure if this is going to count.
Oh.
So that'll do it for heat number 5. Orlando with that big backside flip.
So now we're just about halfway through the heats for the semifinals.
Check this out. Catches it so clean.
That's quite a distance to travel.
Yeah, we are moving right along here. This is moving pretty rapidly. We're moving into heat number 6. Another couple up-and-coming skaters here. We have Xavier Matthews from Cantley, Quebec, and Andreas Alvarez from Springfield, Virginia. It will be heat number 6. There's 13 heats. All right, here we go. The skaters are on course.
We got Xavier. Ooh.
Wow.
Fakey hard flip?
Big spin back D.
He's flowing. Oh, going half cab back Smith. I definitely want to see that one. Whoa.
540 flip down the stairs.
See, he's hustling. You can see he's trying to get as many tricks in as he can.
I think that's the strategy too, but like some people have that hustle style and some people don't.
Oh, tray flip lip. That looked super close. I think he just needed a tiny bit more speed. Going for the double flip on the double set. Oh.
I think that's the strategy, though, is to come out the gate swinging. Get a couple on the board, get that flow going like you're skating, skating a line.
I mean, that builds your confidence, too. Like when you land a trick, it's just going to help you be able to roll up to that next trick knowing that you're going to make it.
Let's see if he's going to get it. Kind of got stuck on this double flip.
Oh.
There. Bunch of almosts.
They're getting a lot of attempts in, though. These guys are definitely hustling a bit faster than the previous heats. The double flip,
There
wow,
it is.
stomped. You don't often see a double flip actually caught before you land, and he definitely caught that.
That was solid. Now he needs to hustle up and get a couple more tricks under his belt here. That was the banger.
Oh,
That
nice
was
hard flip.
Caught so high.
I love when people do hard flips and it kind of looks like they're shifting a little bit.
Yeah, almost like they reach out with their legs and catch it. There's the 360 flip lip slide.
All right, let's see this hard flip. Oh.
30 seconds left on the clock. Starting to get a little bit gassed on this, these 3 minutes. Still trying to get that hard flip.
Yeah, that's the downside of the hustle, right? You kind of gas yourself. Oh.
10 seconds left. Heat number 6 is about to wrap up here.
Oh, tray flip. What a great way to finish. It was so solid, too. And nice back Smith. Style points.
What's he got?
Ooh.
And that'll do it. So that wraps up heat number 6. Moving along here. Gonna take a look at the replays while the next heat gets ready. There's that double flip.
See, that's what I mean. He actually caught it. There's the tray flip lip. Wow, 540 flip, also caught super well. Classic tray flip down the double set.
So boom, 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 just like that. We're moving on to heat number 7. You can already kind of see, you know, people as we move on here. I just saw Mickey Papa just stomp over the anchor. There's a lot coming. These are the more riders that are coming in the next few heats. And it almost looks like the make ratio is going up as we move through the brackets here.
That's right. We are just getting started. It's going to be a big day today. So it's just a sneak preview of what's to come.
All right, so Quinn Harbin will be up from Falls Church, Virginia, up against Mike Puar from Chicago, Illinois. Three minutes on the clock. 2 skaters, 3 best tricks, trying to make that top 9 moving on to the finals that we will have at 3:15 this afternoon. Also, we're going to have the pick up where we left off last night for the Vert semifinals as well. You guys were watching last night. We saw crazy little Japanese kids doing crazy runs.
Yeah, the 360 varial 540 was wild. All right, here we got Mike.
35 years old. It's good to see, you know, some of the veterans out here skating.
That's right. That's another cool thing about this event is there's just a mix of young kids who are just up and coming, and they get to skate along amongst skaters that they've watched in videos in other events.
There's not really any other sport where like a 15-year-old is competing against a 35-year-old man. Like it's pretty rad, actually.
It really is. Skateboarding is ageless.
Ooh, double flip back lip.
That is an uncommon maneuver.
Let's get that front 270.
Oh, big spin front board.
Trying to get that hustle, get as many reps as you can get in here.
Oh, Quinn getting the double flip back lip.
A little soggy, but I'll take it. That's a contest make all day. Look at that. Perfect front side 270. Bring back.
Going 180 nose grind back to forward. All right, Quinn is trying to stack up.
So far right now, the standings, Ryan Laporte is on top. Xavier's in second. So that's your top 9 right there as it stands right now. We are in heat number 7. We got 6 more heats to go with some heavy hitters.
You know, to come out forward.
Ooh, that was needy.
That was beautiful. But to come out forward off of such a short rail, like your hips have to be ready to snap back out of that.
Those are youthful hips. Let's see if he brings it back.
Yes,
brings it straight
there
back
we
in.
go. Quinn is crushing this heat. Mike's got some good tricks on the board as well. I think we need to see one more make from Mike. He's got 2 down.
Yeah, Mike's tackled that bigger rail twice. Oh, there we go.
270 front board.
Oh my God. Easily
Wow.
the hardest move we've seen here today.
Frontside nose grind, nollie flip.
cow.
I mean, we didn't even see him try that, so he basically has just
I'm
done
like
that first try.
struggling to comprehend how he possibly got that flick so fast off of that rail. It's not a very long rail by any means.
Oh, going for the front heel. Switch front heel.
Mike is just mopping with technicality. Totally different approach.
Ooh, double flip front board.
Quinn's got that like youthful, you know, running around, and Mike is just slowly dismantling this course right now. He's going to be putting up some huge scores trying to get himself into the final.
All right, everything he's done so far, he's definitely in the top 3 at this point. We're seeing a different strategy from him. He's like taking it really slow, really mellow, but the tricks that he's doing are incredibly technical. That switch front heel down the double set was so well done.
His style is so just like intentional, right? Like
That's
he's standing on top of stuff. All right, so that wraps up this heat. We saw some crazy action go down straight away.
Okay, I've seen more double flips in the past 20 minutes than I have in the past like 10 years. This is are they coming back, Todd?
I don't know. I think that's kind of like what Jackalope brings. You get these kids who just, you know, they rip at their local scene and they're not being super influenced by what the dudes on the 9 Club are going to say about your runs. It just feels good and they want to get it done. A lot of double flips. 540 flips? You don't really ever see that unless Nate Sherwood's at your skate park.
Yeah, he might do them pressure flip style too. Yeah, it's interesting. A lot of tricks that were once illegal seem to no longer be
I think that's
dubbed
out.
so.
That's out the window. As long as you can make them look good.
That's right. Yeah, and that's the other thing. Like seeing a double flip that's actually caught after it's finished rotating instead of it just flipping around wildly until the ground reaches you again.
Well, I honestly think too, it's like every kid at like 6 years old can do every trick. So it's like you're kind of reaching back into the, you know, into the bag to just pull out stuff that other people don't do. And if you can do it good and you can make it look good, hats off.
Yeah, that's a really good point. You got to stand out somehow in this sea of incredible skaters.
All right, so next up we have Keanu Brown going up against Mateus Mendes from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and this is heat number 8. Really moving along here in the quest for the finals. 9 skaters will go to the finals. Top 3 scores are all that matter. Okay, here we go. 3 minutes, heat number 8. The clock has started.
Oh,
Wow.
kickflip, backflip right off the bat.
Distance traveled. That was caught well above the rail. Young Brazilian skater just has that clean Brazilian contest style.
Wow, he's already got 3 tricks, and it's only been 30 seconds, Todd.
Wow. I'm not going to say I'm surprised.
Oh, that back 3 looked so good. It was like he was surprised by how good it was and just got away from it.
Okay, he hasn't missed anything yet.
Yeah, big flip front board as well. All right, he could just cruise from now on, I feel like.
Trying to get that big back 3.
Oh,
Yeah, nails it.
very clean. I love seeing a back 3 where your feet don't kind of float off the board.
Yeah, that front foot doesn't dangle.
That's right.
Very intentional here.
Ooh, going switch, just missing the pop a little bit.
We've seen so many tricks nailed.
Yeah, Mateus is on one. Here's Keanu, what's he got? Ooh, kickflip crook on the anchor. Ooh, switch heel flip front board.
1 minute 20 left in this heat. Keanu getting that kickflip 5R right there. Getting that front foot on late.
Something else was landed by Mateus. We just missed it, but I'm sure it was great.
I'm sure his feet were in the perfect spot.
Yeah.
And something just
yeah.
went down there as well. And I'm
Look.
sure it was fantastic. They're going to have a really hard time cutting the best tricks for him.
I know. I think you got to save some for the finals, buddy.
Ooh.
Oh, he's going for the switch heel front board. He gets it. It was
Oh my
so
gosh.
clean, too. All right, if this is his semifinals performance, I am definitely looking forward to seeing what he's saving for the finals.
30 seconds left. Keanu needs to hustle if he wants to get another shot. What's he got? Setting up.
Oh, heel flip back lip?
Wow, you don't see that one very often either. Heel flip backside lip slide. That he's got about 8 in the bag right now.
And they're all really good and technical.
Here we go. This wraps up this heat. One of the gnarliest heats we've seen so far. Obviously, Matus just crushed, absolutely crushed that. Let's check it out in the replays.
This was 2 seconds into the heat. This was immediately after.
Feet always in the right spots.
Hey, Matus, you don't have to do a run, by the way. You just have to do 3 tricks. Maybe no one told him the format.
He's Brazilian.
Oh, that's right.
They want to eat. Feed them tricks.
Oh, he did a shove it out of that?
Oh my God.
Wow, I missed that the first time around. And then the switch heel front board, very much bolts.
I believe this is making it easy for the judges here.
Well, which 3 tricks are they going to pick? That
Well,
might
they
be the
have-
hard
They
part.
have a lot to choose from.
That's true. That's true.
A literal buffet, Sunday morning buffet of tricks for the judges to go ahead and make their choices. All right, so heading into heat number 9. David Tuesta from Lima, Peru, and Xander Gabriel from Ojai, California.
Oh, we just saw Xander with a nice blunt slide on the bump to bar. It's more of an intro. I don't think that was during time.
Nope. Clock's not ticking yet. It's chilly out here. Perfect skating weather. Wind's not too bad down there on the course. We're elevated above the course here, so we're getting the full brunt of the onshore breeze. Wouldn't want to be a slackliner going between 2 buildings right now with this breeze.
I know. They're right above our heads, by the way. Oh, here we go.
I hope they don't drop their iPhone. It's going to go straight through my skull. Heat number 9.
Oh, age 2. David getting started.
Oh, he's a young
Young.
kid. He's the same age as some of those Japanese kids, really.
Pretty ripped for a 2-year-old, I
Yeah.
will say.
He's on a lot of HGH from a really, from the jump, it was HGH for him.
You know, the parents gotta really.
Whatever advantage you can get, you know. The Olympics are here, so
That's
juice
right.
those kids up. All right, here we go.
Xander, ooh, the blunt slide on the double set, getting tripped up, unfortunately, but that's why it's not run format.
That's right. Setting up.
What?
Oh, wow.
Ollie big spin back tail. Strong start from David.
Another skater with a lot of intent in the way that he's setting things up. Not as much hustle, a lot more focus.
Oh, frontside flip. Switch frontside flip, actually.
Front
Wow.
feeble.
Oh, nice little nose pick.
You got to wonder how much the judges take into consideration the quarter pipes when you're on a street course. I
They
always
probably
wonder that.
don't.
Yeah, they're just there. They're just containment walls.
Way to keep your speed.
Yeah. I do appreciate it.
Oh,
The nose pick though.
Ollie 270 board slide. Wow. David is cool and calculated. All right, so we see Mike has moved up to the 2nd spot after that performance. And Matus
Yeah, that
in the
no
number
shocker.
1 spot. No shocker at all.
91.47. That is
Wow.
crazy. If he can maintain that pace going into the final, it's going to be real hard to take that down. Hopefully he didn't peak too early in the event. All right, coming up on a minute left in this heat.
Ooh,
Bit of a
gone.
zing out.
Oh.
Oh, that is insane.
Yeah, that is insane.
Let's see if he can get that. Nollie backside 270.
So the top 9 will have the privilege of skating against Mickey Papa, who has qualified straight into the finals. So we'll only see him skate once today, which that's an interesting strategy as well, because when the judges haven't seen you skate,
Right.
you kind of have that surprise factor working for you.
But also, you got to think about like how some of the other skaters have had more of a chance to warm up on this course, get more familiar with the obstacles. As we
Right.
come down on the 5-second mark here, one more trick.
Ooh.
Oh! And that'll do it for this heat. And I don't know what just happened right there. I'm going to see it in the replay. I'm not sure if it counted. Was it at time? Was it after time?
Yeah, I'm not sure if David's got 3 tricks, but the tricks he has done are definitely super high quality.
Nollie back 270. Hard way onto that rail.
Ollie big spin back tail. Switch frontside flip. Okay, so there are his 3
He's got
tricks.
3
That's pretty
tricks.
solid.
But and he also had that one banger that was landed at the end, but we're not sure if the judges are going to give it to him or not, because it kind of was at time. And it was a repeat of a trick as well. All right, moving along.
Oh, this is going to be a heavy heat. We got Julian and Tyson.
Yeah, Tyson Bowerbank coming out of Salt Lake City. If you've paid attention to just kind of some of the footage that Woodward has put out over the years, Tyson's been featured fairly heavily in that, and he is, I'm not going to say he's an undercover ripper, because a lot of people know, but Tyson is gnarly.
And skating against Julian, I mean, Julian has had an incredible past couple of months. You know, he's riding for Disorder. He just ripped Street League just a week ago, and he is on the up and up.
Yeah, this is going to be a really good heat. 2 guys with great make ratios on their tricks. This is heat number 10. 13 heats. We're only taking 9 to the final. So far, we've got a Brazilian powerhouse on top with a gargantuan score in the 90s. But now we're moving into the heavy hitters here. "15 years old, coming out of Long Beach." Here we go. Heat 10. Straight away, kickflip back lip, like it ain't nothing.
Beautiful kickflip back lip at that. He got 7th in the last Tampa Am, which is, you know, such an incredible accomplishment. Those are some of the best amateur skaters on the planet.
2 completely different styles. Tyson's got that bit of a loose style.
Ooh.
Julian has that calculated contest, just putting it down.
Ooh. Was that impossible or 3 shove? Not sure if I saw the wrap around the foot. Either way, it was well executed.
Let's see what Julian's got here. Oh, 270 up and over the hard way.
Oh. Oh, big spin front blunt from Julian. Super solid. Back 3 over that gap's pretty. It's a pretty popular maneuver.
Yeah, there's staples out here. There's staple moves. What's Julian got?
Going for the big flip front board, getting stuck. Tyson going for the back three.
Minute 30 left. Ooh, that was full commitment.
Is that bigger spin? Flip front board?
Tyson's kind of getting stuck over there on that back three over the bump. They bumped a gap, fatty to flatty. Oh
Yes.
my God! Yes, that was insane. Here you go, Tyson. Is he gonna get it? Oh,
Oh.
back three lands a little flat, pops off.
That's the other tough thing about this format. When you've got a plan in mind and you get stuck on a trick that, you know, might be a go-to.
Oh my gosh, that is a bit of a tire deflator right there. Tyson's trying the back three, and then you just go over to the obstacle that he's, you know, kind of getting compressed on, and you just chuck a backside flip like it ain't nothing.
Yeah, Julian is putting on a show here.
20 seconds left.
I was getting in an elevator with him yesterday, and there was a legitimate gaggle of girls following him into the elevator. Julian's a popular man around here.
Here we go. 10 seconds left. What's Julian got to add to this
Ooh.
already giant?
Kickflip front blunt. Wow, Julian saved something for the finals.
All right, there we go. That wraps up that heavy heat. Julian obviously was just putting a bunch of tricks on the board straight away. This was the first trick he attempted.
We got Matt Berger in the house. Monster
Oh, the
Energy,
front three
Ryan,
over the barrel.
Olympic skater.
Getting wild on the roll away.
In the streets. And in the contest, representing Canada.
Oh, yeah, impossible. That was my fault, Tyson. It was a perfect impossible.
We got Dominic Walker
Kickflip
in the
front
house.
50 from Julian.
What's up, Dominic? Take care, Domo.
Big spin front blunt.
That was crazy. He locked in early on that too.
Oh, and the bigger spin flip front board.
And then right here, heel flip, back 180, right in front of Tyson, who was trying to get that back three the whole time there.
Yeah, so out of all of those, I'd say the kickflip back lip on the handrail is probably a throwaway.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, so moving into heat number 11, Benjamin Garcia up against Mario McCoy. This is going to be another banger heat.
Good kid, too. Maybe even a switch 50? That was switch, huh? I'm not surprised. Look at that. You know what? So smooth. He switch made. Yeah. So smooth. Jakey's gonna ollie three that double set later. He just put it now. Got Jake Galati, another Olympic skater. He did a 540 at Mississauga on the street course. Yeah, quarter pipe. You can do a 540 on the program. Yeah, he's a real ATV.
All right, here we go. 3 minutes on the clock. Heat number 11.
That's crazy. All-terrain vehicles now.
As we're winding down, we got 13 heats to get through for the qualifier for semifinals, and then we're going to go straight into finishing up the Vert semifinal qualifiers.
Benjamin Garcia from Bordeaux, France, and Mario McCoy from Reading, Pennsylvania. It looks like our course is clear. Because we only have 30 heats, we have 20 guys out there.
Here we go, Mario McCoy.
It's not easy. But it is going to be a bit because these guys are now looking at the other scores, trying to make sure they get the ranking right. You know, because they do it, it's fair judging, live. You know, they're live scoring. They respect the skaters on the course and trying to do the best job to be fair. You know, it's not easy to judge skateboarding. It's so subjective. It is. It's like an apple. You know, you like apples, I like oranges. He likes bananas. So whatever. put it all together. You got a fruit salad. Why you like grapefruits? You like grapefruits.
Just waiting for them to start.
You got the grapefruit grind, right?
It's building suspense.
I know, this is the tension. The tension is deep right now.
We're nutty. I like nuts. We're nutty. All right. I'm nuts. I'm crazy about it. Are you guys ready? Let's go crazy.
All right, heat number 11 about to get underway here. 3 minutes, and here we go.
Ooh, solid big spin on the double set. I think he rolled away from that.
Check this out on the current standings right here. Julian jumping up into 3rd place here with his last heat performance. So there's some movement, some shaking going on. Remember, top 9 scores. You just need to be in that top 9, and then we re-rack them. All those scores don't mean anything when we go into the finals.
Ooh, gap nose blunt. Looking solid. Tyson did not make it in the top 9, unfortunately. I don't think he had 3 tricks on the board.
No, he didn't really nail 3. Super styly, though.
Yeah.
I've seen you do a lot in 20 seconds. Benji, going fake right here. Oh, trying to tap into it. Come on, Benji, don't bail that. Pop that
Benji
tail.
Garcia coming out of Bordeaux, France.
There it is.
Oh, Mario.
Oh, that was sick.
Wow, did he get in on a nose grind?
I think pineapples are my favorite.
Or was it nose blunt? Because I think he did a nose blunt already.
Did they taste delicious? Pineapples. One of my favorite fruits are
Oh, there's that 270.
Benji Garcia throwing difficult tricks. He's skated many World Cup events. He knows how to do it.
Mario, what's he got on this one?
Oh, kickflip
forward.
flip.
Take some of that with Doritos. That's a good trick. Patrick.
Mario stacking tricks
Yeah,
already.
he's just kind of like working these obstacles. He's got that anchor. Crush the anchor. What's he got here? 360 flip. Big pop up and over the barrel.
I love the way he caught that. Ooh, going switch front blunt, maybe?
Mario again on the anchor.
Ooh, half cap crook. Wow, he's making it look really chill.
And he's got that style. He just, you know, it doesn't look like a lot of effort is being put in.
I do want to see the switch front blunt, though. Come on, Benjamin.
What's Mario got here? 360 flip over the rail. He's got crazy pop.
That's your trick, baby. Come on, put it down like in the Santa Cruz video. That was a good trick. David Delaire to the judges stand. David Delaire.
Ben's got that hustle style. He wants to get it. He
Oh,
knows
yes.
There it is.
That was so well done.
30 seconds, Benji.
30 seconds
What?
left.
Kickflip nose blunt.
Mario McCoy is crushing right now.
And he looks so relaxed. I
Yeah.
think he knows he's going to the finals with what he's done so far. It's at least 5 or 6 tricks that are all of high caliber.
10 seconds left in this heat. Big, that was insane. Ben, huge back 3 up and over the anchor.
7 seconds. 7, 5.
All right, well, that will wrap up this heat number. Oh my gosh, kick flip to blunt right there. Okay, so that does it for heat number 11.
Nice big spin, start things off.
And then it was all about the Mario McCoy show as you started to put on a demo.
Wow. Nothing like deal with Dave Duncan. Yeah.
So Mario just, the anchor, felt the pain.
I'm trying to soak in all of that information so that I can become that close to something.
Here's that mega 360 flip up and over the barrel.
People laugh, have a good time.
Half cap crook, looking very stylish. And the switch front blunt.
Yeah, we got a couple weeks left.
How's that right there?
Oh, nose
Mario
blunt.
McCoy, just so many moves here. Okay, so moving right along, heat number 12. Trevor Colton from Virginia Beach, Virginia. He is the local boy from here in this. Going up against the golden ticket recipient, Jair Urbano from Lima, Peru. This is going to be a good matchup right here. Trevor Colton kind of came on the scene about 10 years ago or so.
Won Tampa Am at 17.
Super, super stylish.
Let's hear for the top 5 rank. Matias Mendez, number 1. Mike Pivavor, number 2.
There will be one more heat after this one. So here we go. Trevor Colton up against Jair Urbano.
Ooh, tray flip nose blunt. Has the timer even started and he's already going for that?
I think so. I think
Wow.
he's just trying to get it done.
Taste of what's to come in this heat.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We got some good riders coming up. Trevor, Jair, Jake, and Nikki. So Nico, you know why? Because he was in the first heats. It's always stuff like that when you're in early heats. That's why you got to qualify high, Nico.
Just waiting for this heat to start. There he is, Trevor Colden right there. 31 years old, at a VB.
I mean, if you've got a Tampa Am win under your belt, that is a huge deal.
Super prestigious. And just one more heat after this one, and it is a banger. Jake Alardi up against Mickey Papa.
Jared Urbano actually won the men's street finals at Jackalope 2025
What's up, everybody on the
and
live
getting him the
broadcast?
golden ticket
Everybody
to
is on
compete
YouTube
here.
Right now, if you guys want to share it on your Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or X, anything, whatever you want to
But other
share
than
it
that,
on.
we've not seen him in too many events. So skating up against someone who's so seasoned as a contest skater, someone who's been competing and winning huge contests since age 17, you know, we'll kind of see how that experience comes into play.
And you know, you have some of these skaters that come out of these smaller countries that you don't typically see a lot of talent come out of, and they are twice as hungry as anybody else. And it's really cool because they kind of, you know, they grow up skating in almost like their own little bubble, and they come out of there with unique tricks, unique styles.
And sometimes when a judge hasn't really seen you skate very much, that also works in your favor.
Jarabano straight into it. Lots of pop up and over onto the anchor.
Online contest. He beat some of the best skaters
He's got the
in
hustle too.
in the world, unknown skaters, and they got him to
Going
go
for that
to-
salad grind, but
Yeah,
sticking
the
a little
ticket,
bit.
yeah, you got that ticket. The actual one, the really wonky
Trevor
one,
Colden,
the
super
ticket.
smooth, super styly.
Oh, we've not seen anyone
Oh,
skate that
whoa.
rail like that.
Ooh, that's good. He's trying really difficult
See if you can
tricks.
get it this time.
From fakie tab, front
Oh,
board.
cab, front board,
He's
going
got one good
fakie.
score. Yes. Oh, let's go. Anytime you spin on a real Trevor thing over there too. Also stylish, Trevor Colden.
Wow. That was a glue-footed big spin right there.
You can't help but sing certain songs. All right, Jerry, what do you got?
Okay, going.
There's that nollie big spin
Ooh,
from
nollie
you.
big spin into that.
You guys got 2
Wow.
minutes.
Solid big spin down the double set from Trevor.
Put it together. That's right. You got 2 minutes left.
Trevor kind of has that like Dylan Reeder, I don't care style, but like it just works.
It looks so good when he's rolling away.
Yeah, totally. Like it's all about casual. Doesn't even look like the trick. The trick just kind of happens.
He needs one more solid score. He's going to be looking pretty
So looking good for Jer here. Nice tray flip over the pyramid.
Can you imagine being from Lima, Peru, skiing the crew, and then you come to this big old
A lot of motivation.
Yeah. Big stage right here. How about this? Picture me from Lima, Peru, doing an
Kickflip
online
front board.
contest and battling for a month straight, re-entering clips. to
Ooh,
win
going
the
for a
golden
switch
ticket.
flip
We got
down the
all
double
right
set.
here, skating in the semis alongside all these beautiful people. And Dave Duncan is saying,
Got a minute left in this heat.
Shane O'Neill, Australia did that. He was like some
I want to see Jer make it into the finals. What a story. Coming out from Lima, Peru, winning the golden ticket to be here, skating amongst legends. This is a big deal for Jer.
Jair, necesitas un truco más. No tienes que ser
Oh,
muy
Trevor.
difícil. Un truco más.
Switch heel flip down the
We got
stairs.
45 seconds. And then we got one more heat remaining in today's semis. Yep.
See if you can get it here.
Oh, kickflip front board.
Just
Wow.
kind of willing that to happen. There's that switch heel flip.
Wow, that
Trevor
was
Colden,
so well
perfect.
done.
Virginia Beach local.
A lot of people switch you over there.
I cannot believe how easy he made that look. Switch heel down a double set.
20 seconds left in this heat.
Oh, way to go. Yeah, he did it.
Jared's eyeing something up here.
15 seconds. Let's see that quick nollie from Trevor.
Oh!
Is that nollie big flip front board?
10 seconds. 5.
All right, last 5 seconds. Trevor Colden coming in. Is he going to get this? Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay, I hope we get to see him skate again because I want to see that quick grind nollie flip.
All right, so that does it for heat number 12. That was a heater.
I told you the best heats are coming up, right? They get better and better.
Final heat of the day in this semifinal will be up next. Got Caballero the front board. Trevor Colton front blunt slide. Perfect. Perfect big spin. Look where his feet land. There's no adjusting. It's just bolts on everything.
Both of them. I feel like everything that was landed was so solid. That kickflip front board almost did not happen. He hit his truck on the lock-in.
Look at that
I cannot
switch
believe he
heel.
ate it.
Man.
Oh, kickflip front blunt.
When did that happen?
That happened right at time. Wow.
All right, so the next heat will be the final qualifier heat in the semis. Mickey Papa up against Jake Alardi. Jake Alardi has been known to throw McTwists on small quarter pipes.
Yeah, Jake Lardy is an all-terrain vehicle.
Yeah.
I mean, he will do a cab heel in a street contest on a 5-foot quarter pipe and then proceed to tray flip the double set.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly to see any of his footage just skating vert as equally as well as he skates street. So here we go, the final heat of the day here to try to qualify yourself into the final. Top 9 will move on. Top 9 scores. Mickey Papa up against Jake Alardi, two guys that have a lot of contests under their belt.
Check out all his highlight reels of all the best tricks up.
This guy, he's YouTube certified. He's got more than a million subscribers.
He is, man, you think you guys are revved up? He is fully revved. That's his Instagram. That's his Instagram thing. Fully revved. Go check him out.
Okay, Jake is a contest machine. He had a podium at the Tampa Pro recently, and he's just been on an absolute tear.
He's done really well in past Jackalope events as well.
Olympian. I feel like he could have gone for Olympics in park and street. He chose to focus on street. I mean, it's a lot of competing.
Yeah, to be a double threat these days, it's not an easy task. All right, 3 minutes on the clock. The final heat here in the semifinals to move on to the finals. Jake Alardi up against Mickey Papa. Top score right now is a 91.47, a massive score. Remember, those scores are just to get you in. Ryan Lepore is on the bubble, so in order to make your way in, you need better than a 74.24 to make it into that top 9.
So neither of the guys from the last heat, Trevor or Jer, doesn't look like they made it into the finals.
Mario McCoy, number 4. Julian Aguilar, 3. Mike Theodore, 2. And Matias Mendes, Brazil. Number 1 score, 91.47. Yeah. Quinn Harvey and Ryan Lepore are on the bubble right now. Next up, we got Jake Alardi and Mickey Papa. So all that could change. Top 7 is official right now.
Mike Theodore looks happy.
Are you happy? He's very happy.
He's like, I win finals. I walk off the course and win finals.
Unwilling firemen's out there. How we doing? Thanks for helping.
Oh, Jared did make it. He's in 6th right now.
Oh, wow.
All right,
Okay,
the
here we
judges have
go.
spoken.
Boom. So Quinn is now on the bubble as we get ready to get underway here, and we are moving. Mickey Papa on course right there. Jake Alardi as well.
Mickey with a nollie heel front board. Yeah.
Here we go.
Here we go, cab.
Jake Alardi.
Onto the anchor rail.
Cap back lip, going back fakie, saving it. Little revert on the bottom there. I wonder if he's going to try to clean that up or just continue to move on through his trick selection here.
Focus on Mickey Papa right now.
All right, Mickey setting up Burial Hill. You know I like that. Going for that Burial board side. You better not miss that ever again. Come on, Mickey. We talked about this morning.
Here we go, Jake Alardi setting up for a big flip front board.
Front board from the race course. Come on, put that smile on that.
Ooh, Burial Heel board slide from Mickey Papa.
Mickey Papa holding it down for the Burial Heel gang. You know what time it
That is a wild trick to do into any rail trick. The Burial Heel, it's a tricky one.
Setting it up again. Big spin front blunt.
Switch. Oh, going for that switch.
We're going switch front nose grind. Mickey Papa.
Yeah, let's see if he can get this.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Wow, big spin front blunt, landing fakie. So far, all of his tricks, he's landing fakie.
That's kind of, I mean, when you, Jake, oh, that was insane.
So well done. Such a beautiful switch front nose grind on the handrail.
It's not even fair. Yeah, you know right, Mike. You know right. I said that Mickey does switch
Cat
nose
back
grind.
lip trying to come out forward that time.
Yeah, Jake.
50 seconds left on the clock here.
Cleaner, you'll get a better score.
Both these guys have put down some bangers. The question is, will their scores be enough to pop them into the top 9? Ooh.
Get that,
Little
Jake.
compression bail there.
Person trying to come out forward now, which is more difficult.
Ooh, switch flip front board.
10 seconds to get it, or 20 seconds to get it done here from Mickey Papa. Let's see if he goes back to it. Looks like he is.
Oh, Jake just landed so heavy on that front foot, getting stuck.
There's that switch flip.
There it is.
Papa.
Switch flip front board.
Manny, he's proven it. He's one of the best skaters in the world right
Jake's got 5 seconds.
Gotta drop it.
Mickey with the
Wow.
frontside flip, perfectly caught. Yeah, there it is. So that will do it. That is time for the final heat. Both of these skaters landed a litany of tricks there, so we're going to have to see how the judges stack this one out. And Jake, big flip, front board, fakie.
Aerial heel board slide. We got the big spin front blunt, taking it to fakie.
Wow.
Switch front nose grind. Wow. I mean, I would imagine both of these guys have a really good shot at the finals with how they've just skated.
Yeah, I think both of these guys are in. The question is, where are they going to be seated in that final? Wow, that was a lot. There was a lot going on in that heat for sure. So we're going to wait to see what the final shakedown is of the scores here. Who is actually going to make it into the top 9 into the finals? Judges are just tabulating their scores to give us the final 9 that will move on.
All right, there are 2 people on a slack line right above us, and the wind is just whipping them around. And this is an incredible feat. Jackalope, only a jackalope,
Only
ladies
a
and gentlemen, seriously.
All right, so while we're waiting for scores right now, we're going to send it down to Captain Manny Santiago, who is with our skater from Peru, Jer, and see if he made it into the final. Actually, he did make it into the final. Manny?
All right. We are here with your golden ticket winner. He had to battle through an online contest for a whole month against the world to make it here today. Jair, it's nice to have you. Amazing skating. Ok, estamos aquí con el corredor que ganó el Golden Ticket en la competencia online. Corriste súper bueno. Estoy orgulloso que tú estás aquí. ¿Cómo tú te sientes?
Nada, me siento feliz, contento y es asombroso patinar con los demás chicos que son muy buenos. Y nada, muchas gracias por el Golden Ticket, por estar aquí. Es muy asombroso.
I'm very happy. I'm honored to be skating here, skating alongside some of the best skaters, and I'm blessed to win the golden ticket, and I'm just really happy. In that jam, it got really hectic towards the end. Usually when I talk on the mic, I like to give a little bit of guidance. You listened to me and did the kick from front board. How much did that help you change your mind, and are you happy with your results? Okay. Cuando tú estabas corriendo y vi que necesitaba un truco más, yo te di el consejo de cambiar el truco. Me escuchaste, ¿cómo te sentiste en ese momento? ¿Y fue fácil o difícil cambiar el truco en el momento? ¿Cómo te sientes por eso?
Nada, muchas gracias en realidad por decirme que solo me faltaba un truco, porque tú sabes la adrenalina que uno tiene adentro. Y nada, te escuché, lo escuché y dije ya, tienes razón, me falta uno porque son tres y lo hice. Hice flip board front y luego flip long. Y gracias a ti por decirme, latinos en la casa.
All right, so I was present in the moment. I heard you. I realized that I did just need one more trick to complete the three. I switched it, and I was very conscious of that. And then I was able to do the flip from blunt. Latinos in the house, and that's what it is. Yeah. So thank you guys. Back to you. Thank you, Jair. Good luck in the finals.
All right, thanks, Manny. Manny Santiago holding it down for us on the pirate ship as we get a look of the overview of both the street and the vert. And this is the way it shakes out. These are our finalists right now. We have some crazy scores. Mendez, Papa moves up into second. Puar in third. Aguilardi in fourth, and then all the way down you see here Keanu Brown kind of rounds it out in the top 10. So we're taking 10 skaters now into the final. And you see how here are actually 9 skaters into the final, and this is how it shakes out all the way through the scoring. It was a battle out there for these skaters.
It was. So these top 9, they're going to meet Angelo Caro in the finals. And, I mean, what an amazing story from a golden ticket winner coming all the way out from Peru. And he's going to get to skate in all of the Jackalope events, not just here. So this is just the beginning of the road.
Yeah, and just, you know, the hunger for it. And you see the hustle out there and the perfection in the skating. You can always tell where these skaters don't have a lot of opportunity. When they do get it, they're going to eat it all up. So it's going to be really cool to see that. At 3:15, we are going to start with the street and vert finals. But before we do that, we've got to continue on with the qualifying that we had over at the vert ramp. So we're going to repo some cameras, get everybody over there, take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to go over to the vert, finish up the qualifiers. All right, so we'll see you guys in a few. We're going to go to a commercial break right now.
watching you catch super fun waves.
In Virginia Beach, happiness is breaking barriers and savoring the sunshine.
I couldn't pick a better place or a better person to be with. This is what makes me happy.
Happiness is going all out.
And taking it all in.
Here, happiness is whatever you make it. Find yours in Virginia Beach.
All right, we are back here at Jackalope. If you're just joining us, this is Amelia Brodka, and I'm Todd Richards, and we are here presenting at Jackalope Fest here in Virginia Beach 2025. And, you know, we've seen skating, and Jackalopes, you know, its backbone is the skateboard competitions, but there's just so much more going on here, isn't there?
Yeah, I mean, there's skimboarding right behind the vert ramp. There's motocross going on. There's BMX demos. There's people walking on a slack line between hotels. There's music,
jumping.
after party. Yeah, it's a whole vibe.
It is a vibe, and it's not, you know, it's not just about the athletes coming out here and competing. A lot of it has to do with bringing the fans in to be part of a free experience. That's right, free, not affected by tariffs at all, directly. But it's so cool. You can come out here and be a part of this, and it's right on the beach here in Virginia Beach, and that's really special. You don't get a lot of events that are taking place right on the sand and that invite the public to come in and be right up close with the athletes, and also offering, you know, public time on the courses, public time on the vert ramp, public time on the mini ramp over there, public time on the street course. You just don't see that at events. And where did this all come from, you may ask? Well, we're going to have a little piece right now with the boss man, the brainchild of Jackalope. Micah, take it away.
Welcome to Jackalope Virginia Beach, guys. This is the third year. This is gonna be an epic weekend. We got this custom designed skate park behind me that's been built by California Skate Park. It's a replica of Blackbeard's ship, a famous pirate that was killed in Virginia Beach a long time ago, that we wanted to honor his legacy, but also the history in Virginia Beach about piracy. What you're looking at is a unique design that we've got right now, and the final touches are being put. Branding. We got one of the best vert ramp in the world. It's made by G-Ramp in Germany. It's brand new, and we're having like a big contest this weekend. Boys and girls, Groms, men and women, equal pay, and a legendary skater and one of my favorite, Bob Burnquist, is with us this weekend, riding and inspiring the next generation of vert skateboarding. Jackalope is really unique in North America, and it's the biggest action sports festival on the East Coast. We got vert skateboarding and street skateboarding, but we also have base jumping and landing on the beach. We have BMX demos, skimboarding contests, wakeboard contests. We got a motocross freestyle show. We got highlining this year with a speed competition. We have live music and much more. This is unique, and it's the biggest in North America. And the beautiful part about Jackalope, it is free for the public. It's this weekend, rain or shine. We're here, baby, 31st Street, Jackalope, Virginia Beach, 2025. Let's go.
And boom, that's Jackalope. Thanks, Micah, for having us to come out here and be a part of this. And so moving on, we had some bit of rough weather yesterday doing the qualifications for both the street and the vert, but we were already underway with the vert competition. Heat number 1 went down, and it was already starting to heat up. Give us your highlights yesterday of heat number 1.
I mean, it was super solid seeing Colin Graham in his home turf, Virginia Beach, local hero, put down some really great runs alongside Beaver Fleming, also stayed on some heavy runs. And we saw Kasumo Fujiki from Tokyo, and he is, I think, ranked 2nd right now based on his performance, and that's only their first 3 runs. They actually get 4 runs in the semi, and only their best 1 counts.
Yeah, that's right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to pick up where the competition left off yesterday. But one person that we are very excited to see take their 4th run and potentially make it into the finals, because we just do not know what is going to happen when this kid takes to the ramp. Beaver Fleming is going to give us a course preview right now of the vert ramp and what's in store.
What's up, Beaver Fleming? We are here at Jackalope, Virginia Beach, 2025 on the deck of the vert ramp. It's the first day of practice. We got a squad up here. We got some of the Groms, some of the Opens, some of the pre-qualifieds, and we even got the legend, Bob Burnquist, up on the deck, which is just an absolute treat to have. Everyone's ripping. It's a little hectic right now, but we'll try and get a line in. This ramp has been incredible. I love that Jackalope brings an international field as well, so it's cool to see that kind of community, how big skateboarding is, but everyone come together for the passion. There we go, we're in. Oh, all right, check out the ramp. Big transition, big flow. And that's the vert ramp. The contest is gonna be absolutely incredible. You don't wanna miss it. Be sure and tune in all weekend, all the Jackalope channels. We're going live for semifinals and finals, but you're gonna be wanting to keep posted for all the insanity going down.
Amazing. Here we go. Tossing out some Ventura frisbees, all the information. We can't wait.
Little Superman kick out in your home.
Oh, wow.
Look at this, LU 540 melon.
Oh, bring that glass in here.
That's the Doritos. Really got the Doritos in a row with beautiful.
Oh, yes, sir.
And so that was yesterday, what we had gotten done with the ramp yesterday. So we were looking at Colin Graham skating really, really well. Beaver Fleming putting on a performance. Young Japanese kid just wowing with the, 3 or 4 varials in 540 variations during his run. But they each get 1 more run. We only wrapped up 3 runs yesterday during the event before the skies opened up and let down a crazy thunderstorm. We thought we were going to be able to get the ramps dried off again, but it just kept coming. So we had to push everything till today. But we're going to get underway with it here in a minute. So if you're just joining us and you're wondering, how do we score this competition? Amelia, give us the breakdown of how we get the scores, how people get qualified, etc.
Sure. So each of these skaters get 4 runs, and only their best run counts. So they get 4 chances at putting together their best line. If they fall first wall, unfortunately, their run is over. All of them are skate till they fall, and the top 6 advance to the final.
That's right. We're trying to get 6 people over into that final event, which will take place later on this afternoon. As we said, we're going to get this underway here in a few minutes. We've got 1 more run to do for heat number 1, and then we're going to have a practice session and move into the next heats. So as we saw yesterday, local boy coming out of Virginia Beach, just putting on a show. Colin Graham, he's got the weight of VB on his back right now. And also we saw, Beaver Fleming coming out and just doing weird Beaver Fleming stuff. So it's going to be really fun to see this fourth and final run here as we're about to get underway here with the Vert semifinals. And let's check out a little bit of a recap right now of what we've got going down.
On that one, but he's got another run coming. That's Justin with remember that? Now he's going to double kick out. Nose drop 5-4. I agree. There's that beautiful. Where's that skill, kid? Jack Rose over off of the stone. That's going to be time right there for him. He's already got going. Look at this right here. Oh, this is really solid.
So it's kind of cool the way that Jackalope does this too. We saw some individuals get into the semifinals to qualify with these golden tickets. Kind of same thing happens with Vert. You have people that are kind of pre-qualified into the semifinals, and you see like a lot of these younger talents. Like we saw 2 kids from Texas, the twins from Texas yesterday, just little babies out here basically competing with the big boys.
Yeah, Jaden and Jackson, 11 years young, coming out from Texas. We saw Jaden's first semifinals runs, and he's doing perfect nose grab 5s. He's got the flip tricks. He's struggling for height a little bit, but I think that was because of the wind. It looked like he kind of made up for it in some later runs. But it's really great that they have the opportunity to compete with individuals like Reef Orlando and Luke Kaler. And I mean, talking about Luke Kaler, he absolutely destroyed the qualifiers. I was up on the ramp, and then he goes, hey, what's the standing? And I pulled it up, and I was like, I think you're doing okay, because he was in first after every one of his runs. And clearly, he was just doing his safety runs.
And
so I'm excited to see what
Luke absolutely crushed it the night before. On Friday night, there was a best trick competition over on the Vert ramp, and the front blunt pop out over the channel, and it is a big channel. That thing is a very large canyon across, and
10 feet.
10 feet across, and just making it look easy. He's just a powerhouse, and that kid Luke too. He's a triple threat. He's a really good surfer, really good snowboarder as well, and it's really well rounded. But just talking about the youth that's coming up here through Jackalope Festival, it's not even that weird anymore, because like where we live in Southern California, you can throw a rock and hit a 10-year-old that can do a 540. But they don't really ever get a chance to get out there and compete. So it's really cool to have an opportunity like Jackalope Festival is providing for these kids to be able to watch.
Yeah, I mean, Kasuma Fujiki even did a 720 yesterday. And we're going to see Hudson, who's done 900s already in the best trick.
Yeah, that's right. Now we're going to see 900s. All right, well, we're going to go down to AA. Aaron Astorga is with our boy here from Virginia Beach, Colin Graham. Let's take it away, Aaron.
Get those lines, guys, but save some, because we got the competition.
Jackalope 25 here in Virginia Beach with the local ruler, Colin Graham. How you doing today, Colin?
Doing great.
Yeah, stoked to see. So you're riding right. You're up next here. We're going to finish off round 1, prelims, and you're sitting pretty good on some solid scores. How you feeling today?
Feeling pretty good. Just going to try to go out there and get a better rundown and see what happens.
All right, that's what's up. Went and checked out your video premiere last night. Really stoked. Really good response from everyone. Is really hyped, and super good to see you out here at Jackalope Fest. And congratulations on putting out that new video part. It was amazing.
Yeah, thank you so much. A lot of time and effort went into that, so happy I could share it with everyone out here.
Right on, Colin. Good luck today.
Thank you.
Take it easy.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Laters.
All right, thanks, Aaron. That's Aaron Astorga, legendary skater. It's going to be really fun to watch Colin Graham go out there and throw down for Virginia Beach. And, we talked about it a little bit yesterday in the broadcast, but VB on a whole, as far as like skating goes, has a lot of history here. And it was one of the meccas. Like, we couldn't get out to California. I grew up a little bit north of here in Massachusetts. We couldn't really get to California, but we could get to Virginia Beach. Virginia Beach had real pros. The Gutierrez brothers, Alan Midget, you know, Mike Cressini, Mike Conroy, like all these names. There was actual pro contests that happened here in Virginia Beach. You know, you're talking about like street skating. Andy Howell came from here. Mike V kind of popped up from here. There's a lot of history in Virginia and Virginia Beach, and I feel like it's really important and doesn't get like the shine in skateboarding. And I've been like just tearing your ear off all weekend about like, oh, this is where blah 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 blah. And it's just so fun to be back here and to experience this history.
Yeah, it's my first time here. I know Mimi Noop came up here as well, and that's an absolute legend, hero of mine. And it's been great to hear about all this history, and I'm learning a lot from you. And seeing Jackalope bring a vert ramp into the mix, keeping vert alive.
Yeah.
You know, seeing a lot of different participants from all over the world. It's so important.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, it's like, without events like this that are a little bit more about the culture and less about the competition, I think you kind of like lose the spirit of what makes the magic, that why we chase after a piece of wood on the ground and it beats you up and you keep chasing after it. Like anyone else would think you were insane, but like for some reason, you know, being older and still pursuing this thing that just gives you pain. All right, well, we're going to go over to the vert ramp right now and let you guys watch some skateboarding instead of us babbling here on the set. We're about to get underway with the semifinal completion of the vert ramp. Take it away. All right, so we're going to get underway here. One more run for these skaters in heat number 1 from yesterday.
It's like a beautiful second chance, but to be cut off in the middle of your heat and then to come back for just one run.
I believe they call it a stoke choke.
Oh, I've not heard that one before.
Yeah,
That's
there
pretty
you
good.
go. It's a stoke choker. You were all excited. You had a lot of momentum going, and then all of a sudden you just get it cut off. All right, well, here goes Jaden, one of the youngsters, starting us off here for the 4th and final run.
Throwing in a Christ there for good measure. Beautiful nose grab 5.
Oh! Misses the heel flip Indy. But look at this kid. He will be back. He's already got the claim on point.
He's loving life right now. I mean, he's skating amongst Colin Graham in Virginia Beach.
Just give that kid like 3 feet of nerds rope, and he is stoked. All right, moving back up onto the top of the ramp. 30 seconds for each of these skaters to come down and impress the judges. Here we go, young Japanese skater.
Yeah, Kasumo dropping into a massive backside 540, right into the body varial.
Big melon 5, right into a body varial 5. Another varial, getting that board back around.
Here comes that quick 360 varial 540.
So rad to see. He's got great style, too. At such a young age, making that heel flip Indy work.
The power of the squat.
Here we go, 720, squatting it out.
Jeez.
And I can't believe he fit the body jar in at the end. I mean, he had to reach for that one.
Yeah, it's really hard to do a body jar below the coping. That was insane. These young Japanese kids are just from another planet. 3 varials. Look at that heel flip with the super squat. His butt basically dragging on the ramp, and then a 720 at the coping. That is nuts. Full made run.
Our next rider, local boy from Virginia Beach, makes the noise for Ronan Livingston. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, here we go.
I've been watching Ronan.
Ronan's got such good style.
Yeah, he's got a lot of power to his skating. He's got a really good trick selection, blasting that kickflip Indy right into a melon 5 just coming off. You know, I really wanted to see his kickflip eggplant in a run. He threw it into the best trick. Allegedly also does varial flip eggplants.
Varial flip eggplant.
Yeah, I've not seen that one.
That is a wild trick to just take on. All right, moving right along. This is the final runs of heat number 1.
All right, Heracles Fagundes from Brazil, an incredibly technical skater who has not yet stayed on a run, but he's got his shot right here. It's a new day.
He was close yesterday, though.
He was. Oh, wow. And the 5, all right. So far, this is his best run. Huge frontside ollie, alley 50-50. Nice body jar.
Oh, fat disaster.
Right into a back disaster. Front 5-0 fakie. Nice fakie Smith there. Right into the front blunt. Oh, just coming off in the last trick. Definitely his best run, though.
Yeah, that was. We saw yesterday he had some problems holding the 540 onto his feet. Maybe chalked that up to wind yesterday, but not really affecting him here today. I kind of liked how he, that run was definitely a qualifier run because he's got a lot more moves. I like this giant front side disaster, lightning fast, rip the back truck off style, and then straight into the backside disaster. Bunch of good lip tricks there at the end of his run. Next up will be Beaver Fleming. You don't know what you're going to get with Beaver Fleming, but you do know it is going to be exciting.
The ultimate hype man. He's already got an 82, so sitting on a pretty good score, looking solid, mixing
pendulum.
it up.
Whoa.
Axe Murderer. Kickflip Indy. Right into a Weddle 5, a Melon 5.
5 seconds left, one more wall.
Oh, there it is, his wild flipped Indy 5.
Frigidaire to fakie, alley-oop Caballero.
Yes.
Wow, Beaver, save some in the tank for the finals.
Okay, that was way better than the run where he scored an 82, because in that run he got a little lost for speed, but this run was strong from start to finish, a full pull, lots of different 540 variations, lots of height on all his tricks.
Look at the pendulum, kicking it frigid, kicking it judo, swinging it around. The Axe Murderer.
I hear that trick called a lot of things. Tomahawk, Axe Murderer.
The Indy 5 that he does right there, it's got this crazy axis of rotation. It looks like he's on a snowboard. All right, Colin Graham, local boy from VB here. He's got a really good score that he's sitting on right now. Here we go. Great style. Carrying VB on his back right now. There's that gap up and over.
Oh. You know, it's all right. He's sitting on an 87. I think we're going to see him in the finals.
Collins, there's a lot of power in his skating.
He did a cab heel over that 10-foot channel in the best trick as well. And that is a long distance to travel, especially when you're popping fakie. Wild.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, so we're going to do some tabulating here for this first heat. There are 2 heats that are going to go down. The skaters are going to get a little bit of practice in between these 2 heats. But, I got to say, Beaver Fleming is, like, you just really don't know what the heck is going to happen here.
Those 3 guys are looking really strong right now.
That was a giant 540.
5 Ronan and number 6 Jaden. Aaron, what do you think?
This little young Japanese kid just destroying here.
I want to say that's Cheyenne Suganami. He's living in Torrance, skating that Vans ramp at HB. Really great style.
And this is just practice. These guys are warming up for their heat number 2. Also, we've got, contrasting styles here. Guys like a Reef Orlando who's just hyper technical with their skating. There's just so much going on. Not a lot of grabbing. Just like Reef's style is a lot of ollie-based tricks and a lot of varials.
I mean, not a lot of arrows, a lot of shove-its in his moves.
Yeah, I wonder whether the wind is going to affect someone like a Reef Orlando who's, you know, like you said, not often grabbing his tricks, doing flip tricks, doing all kinds of, you know, he did a tray flip in the best trick as well. And the wind seems to be picking up here, so hopefully it chills out a little bit, just for a little while.
Just a little bit, just enough.
Yeah, what's happening, Andrew? Where are you at, buddy? You out there?
See here, we're watching the warm-ups for heat number 2. You can just tell that the talent is there. Look at that
What?
green arrow of the channel, almost landing in the channel. Yeah, this is fun to watch. I like to watch the warm-ups too because you can kind of see who's got eye of the tiger for the day. Here we go, Reef Orlando. Super tech.
Yeah, on the ramp right now, warming up. This is
Glue
Reef
foot.
Orlando.
This guy can do like a 2-minute run and have every wall be a different trick. He's a machine.
In warm-ups right now.
Like just his nose grind variations. His feet are like just glued to the skateboard. Cab disaster. Just casual. Like that's such a warm-up run for him. Here we go, Luke, powerhouse.
Yeah, Luke Taylor getting warmed up here in heat number 2.
Do you want us on the whole time?
Luke put down some big tricks the other night in the
Can I
trick competition.
take 5 and go to the bathroom?
The one slide that popped out over the channel was incredible.
Copy that.
So you're going to see some amazing skating here in heat number 2 from Luke Taylor.
Oh my gosh, you see that? The kickflip eggplant.
He's got it so dialed, and he's got the kickflip body jar dialed too. And he's just, yeah, he just keeps improving so rapidly.
It's hard enough to be good at one sport, never mind 3.
This is Cheyenne Suganami, one of the young guns out here crushing it at Jackalope. This kid's amazing. Coming out from Torrance, California, Cheyenne Suganami. This is young Jackson Riley on the ramp right now, getting warmed up. This kid is also another amazing up-and-comer, coming out of Houston, Texas.
All right, we'll be right back. We're going to go and take a little break, and when we come back, we're going to wrap it up with the qualifying round for heat number 2 of the Vert Final.
Looks like Jackson's getting warmed up. 7:20. So out of these 2 heats of 6 riders, total were 10.
watching you catch super fun waves.
In Virginia Beach, happiness is breaking barriers and savoring the sunshine.
I couldn't pick a better place or a better person to be with. This is what makes me happy.
Happiness is going all out.
And taking it all in.
Here, happiness is whatever you make it. Find yours in Virginia Beach.
In Virginia Beach, happiness is breaking barriers and savoring the sunshine.
I couldn't pick a better place or a better person to be with. This is what makes me happy.
Happiness is going all out.
And taking it all in.
Here, happiness is whatever you make it. Find yours in Virginia Beach.
Okay, we are back here at Jackalope Fest in Virginia Beach, and we're about to get underway with heat number 2 here in the Vert semifinals. We're trying to qualify skaters into the final that will take place this afternoon. But we got to get through one more heat. Last night we had a bit of a monsoon in the middle of qualification for Vert. But we are back. The weather is good. Sun is out, and we are about to start the semifinal number 2, heat number 2. We got some heavy hitters in this heat number 2. Reef Orlando, watch out for him. Young Japanese skater as well. There's going to be some crazy stuff that's going to be going down here. Cheyenne is the young Japanese skater who's been living in California. But Jackson Riley is going to start us off.
We saw his twin brother skate and start off the last heat. A hype man, so to speak.
11 years old. He's got 30 seconds to put on a show for the judges. All right, here we go. Heat number 2 underway. He's getting the crowd hyped up.
All right, the hype runs in the family, that's for sure.
Get that hair out of your eyes and go.
What? Wait a minute. Was that a roast beef 540?
I think it was a stale Maskey 540.
Oh.
Grab him with the front hand.
Yes. What?
That was a wild.
I've never seen that before.
Never. Or eggplant revert. Hello.
Heck of a trick selection here.
Body varial rock. Two body varial rocks. What is going on?
Oh, the cab stale as well. Wow, Jackson!
Wait a second.
20 to fakie. What a run! Wow.
Literally, there's probably like 4 people on the planet that have ever done a backside 720 on a skateboard.
And maybe only Jimmy Wilkins in competition. But, well, yeah, you're right. It was a stale Maskey.
What the heck is going on? This kid is... That is an awkward way to grab a 540. And then check it out here. Bucky Lassick was the first one to ever put one of those on film in Birdhouse Video The End. And now we have 11-year-olds doing it. That is the state of things. I'm not comfortable with that, Amelia. I'm not comfortable with babies doing tricks like that.
I mean, it's been a long time coming, Todd. I think you got to get comfortable.
I know. I got to get out of the way. All right, moving right along here. Derek Scott from Salida, California. It's Colorado, excuse me, Salida, Colorado.
Living in California now, just moved there. He's been trying a kickflip burn twist, which has never been done before. Oh, what?
Ooh.
Frontside air finger flip.
A hand flip out of that.
Nice backside tail slide.
Skating with, coming up skating with Shay Donovan there in Salida, California. It's Colorado. Why do I keep saying California? There's that, the burn twist, the eggplant revert. Salida is this little town in kind of, I don't know, it's like southern Colorado on the way up to Wolf Creek ski area. There's not a lot there, but they did have a really good park. And I mean, it's produced some pretty insane skaters. A little one-footed mute air.
I love this frontside air finger flip.
That is wild. So some unique tricks coming out. Each one of these riders is going to get 4 shots at this to make it into that final round. Okay, next up is Cheyenne, the young skater here. Look at this pump.
Wow, nice judo air. Huge, huge 540. So it's interesting because we were talking about how some of the younger skaters seem like they're struggling for speed and height. That is not the case here.
There's that body varial 5, getting it on his feet early.
So much style, too. Alley-oop body jar, backside lip slide. Getting the Madonna. And the front rock slide. What a great bag of tricks. He's got the spins, he's got the flip tricks, and he's got a really nice bag of lip tricks.
Wow, that was great. That 540, his second wall was huge. Really using that roll in to his advantage.
I love that front rock slide. You don't see that one enough.
Yeah, little Madonna. Kicking his front foot off. You know, crazy thing, when Sergio Ventura came onto the scene, he was like that height. He was that big, but also going like gigantic. So similarities right there. Hudson Walker will be up next.
All right,
This
Hudson
kid.
did a 9 in the qualifiers.
Okay, so will we see a 9 here? He is 10. He is 10 years old.
Wild.
900s at 10 years old.
I mean, he made it look pretty easy, so I wouldn't be surprised if it goes down right here. Nice 540 to start things off. Big kickflip Indy.
A lot of style beyond his ears. Stalefish back 5.
Nice lean air over the channel.
Here we go. Is this a setup?
Indy 5.
Wow. This kid skates well beyond his years. I mean, because at 10 years old, you're not really allowed to do anything. It's like he's just straight out of the car seat. And he's doing 900s. I don't know what's going on there.
Wait a minute. He went on to do an early grab clinic right there.
Beef Malski.
I think he was trying to skate his age just now.
Yeah. That was wild. 10 years old. And giant melon 5s.
And it's so well done.
The lean arrow, I think that was probably one of the most impressive tricks to me, was just the lean over the channel.
Yeah, I mean, that channel is longer than he is tall.
I mean, he can't even ride rides at the amusement park by himself.
That's
okay?
a really good point.
It's a really good point.
That's why he's got to ride the vert ramp, get his thrills,
That's
you know?
right. Can't even ride the roller coaster. Okay, moving right along. Reef Orlando. We were talking about him a little bit earlier. This kid is a technical wizard. 9 times out of 10, he's not using his hands on his board at all.
Nice alley-oop lip to start things off. Nicely tweaked stalefish. 540 tail grab.
Ooh, how's that alley-oop frontside ollie?
So much board control right there.
Actually, this is the most I've ever seen him grab. Oh my God!
Wait, cab nose grab shove? Oh my gosh, and then going alley-oop big spin.
What the heck just happened there? Caballero. Is it Caballero? I don't even know what just happened. Big spin. I can't wait to see the replay because that happens so fast. Here we go.
Cab nose grab shove.
No, yeah, it was Caballero to nose grind to shove it. That's a lot. There's a lot to take in. All right, Luke Kaler is up next. He is the powerhouse in this heat. Skating really, really well, doing well in the best trick competition on Friday evening. Huntington Beach, California.
Super consistent.
3-sport threat, great snowboarder, great surfer as well.
Nice tail grab 5, looking really solid.
Solid skating. He reminds me of Paul-Luc Ronchetti.
Right, yeah, that
style.
same style of like effortless pump.
Upright, you know, lot of meat in his moves. Oh, Sean Penn.
Oh, kickflip egg.
Gosh,
so solid.
It's so rad to see the blend of the old and the new with like the kickflip eggplant. That's like, no one steps to that really.
Seriously. I got to tell you, Todd, though, I think that was a safety run.
Oh,
I mean,
easy.
I know it was impressive, but Luke Kaler's been on a tear.
Great nose grind. There's that Sean Penn smashing.
That was so extended, too.
That's bananas.
Heavy. That's heavy.
Kickflip eggplant. Okay, straight back to the top. Jackson, the hype man. He's like, I don't know what to do. Should I just do a whole bunch of weird tricks that I don't have any business doing at my age?
I think I will.
Here he goes. Second run for Jackson. Getting that pump.
Oh, that stale Masky 5. He starts his run off like that every time. That's wild.
Jackson bailing on his second 540.
A way easier grab on that second 5 too. Like
That is
the
most
Weddle, you know?
awkward thing, grabbing between your legs like that. Just seems like the most unintuitive way to grab a 540. But I guess when you're just that good at them.
Is he the first to do that?
Yes.
Wow.
Hopefully the
NBD's
last.
at age 11?
Derek Scott dropping in now. Luke is on top right now in this heat. There's that one-footed mute air, the flare.
Wow, well, I think it's safe to say Luke is qualified for the finals.
Yeah, Luke is in there.
I think he can just continue to relax now.
So you really need just one solid run to get you in there.
Yeah, that's sick. He's mixing it up over on the street sessions.
Cheyenne dropping in next. This kid, big future for him, 11 years old.
Wow, he's sitting on an 82 already. Solid score.
Coming out of Torrance, California. Look at this pump, a lot of speed, boosting.
Nice 540. The way he pumps out of that too.
I'm telling you, this
Like
kid is.
you a pump right
He's
there.
got Sergi Ventura style.
Yes.
Oh, the back-to-back body varials, unfortunately, goes down.
I mean, I'm not sure what he was going to change in that run. He might have already done the run he wanted in his first one.
Judo is huge. That pump he gets into the 540 is insane.
I want to say his sister skates Kona Suganami, unless they both just happen to have the same last name and live in the same area. But she's also got an excellent style, a great transition skater.
All right, Hudson Walker, he's already kind of put down one run. So does that mean, do we get a 900 now? Can we please have the 900? 10 years old.
He's got Eye of the Tiger right now.
Unable to ride on rides at the local amusement park.
He makes his own ride.
He can't go to most good movies by himself.
Who needs a Taz Twister when you could do a 900?
Parental controls are on unless he's on a vert ramp and does a back 9.
Yep.
There it is.
Right into a kickflip Indy. Oh my gosh.
This kid, what is going on?
Stale 5. Twirling. There's a beautiful lean air.
Is it weird that I'm desensitized to the 900 now from
No,
children?
it's not weird.
No.
It's
Okay.
understandable.
All right.
Alley body jar. Oh, and fitting in a little nose grind for us.
Look at this kid. He is working the crowd. But it's just 900. Melon grab 900. Probably as easy as anyone else would be doing just a backside air.
He didn't do any of his early grabs this time, though.
That is trippy how easy that is.
Yeah, because you set up right for a kickflip Indy right afterwards and get the crowd hyped as well. What?
It's just so wild to think about when Tony did the 9 to like, and it was like sketchy, squatty, and kids are just, children are doing them now. All right,
They're doing them well.
And they're doing them well. Reef Orlando dropping in, had a little problem on run number 1.
False start. Give this man a restart.
We saw Reef with the Caballerial nose grind, shove it in.
Yeah.
It's a lot to digest. Okay, Reef Orlando getting a re-rack. Judges weren't ready for him. Here we go, Reef Orlando.
Alley-oop lip, beautiful way to start. Switching up with the front side air this time. Oh, the tail grab 5 just coming off his feet, surprising.
Fortunately for Reef, coming off. So next we'll have another 2 shots at this. It's another 2 tries to make it into the final round. So Luke will be back up again here. Currently sitting on the highest score, 17 years old, coming out of Huntington Beach, California.
Well, I mean, he can kind of do whatever he wants now because he's making it to the finals.
That tail grab 5 is so clean. Oh, ooh. Turned down backside air. Big stealth. Wow.
Alley-oop kickflip Indy. Nice 540. Frontside blunt slide. Oh my gosh, it came off his feet and he saved it.
Boom. Big Madonna. That was insane.
So Hudson jumped in the 2nd place after that run.
Well, it makes sense. There was a 900 in his run. But
yeah,
still,
Luke's still on top, though.
I'm kind of glad to see that the judges aren't just like trucking giant scores at 9s, because it is incredible, but it's all about the full run.
Well, we didn't really see any lip tricks from him. We saw, you know, kind of a nose grind at the end there, but
okay.
He could give us some more.
He could give us more. Jackson Riley up again. We want to see him get to that backside 720 again, because that is crazy.
Yeah, the 720 to fake.
Here he goes. Getting the crowd hyped up. 11 years old.
Stale Maskey 5. Such a wild way to start a run.
Alley-oop.
Front board fake.
Yeah, that's sick.
Oh.
Bails on the egg. But you know what's cool is like watching those 2 twins skate. They have a very, I'm not going to say weird, but very unique bag of tricks that you just don't see anybody else do. And I think it's really cool. It's just personal style coming through. Derek Scott up next, coming out of Salida, Colorado. Watch his, I like this one-footed mute air that he does here. Just dangles that back. Oh, Bear didn't actually come off the board that time.
Ooh. Oh, what? He just barely got away with that one. Just keeping it going with the backside tail slide.
Yeah, why?
Indy to fakie.
Why kickflip into the front side air when you just hand flip it?
Yeah. Oh, there's the burn twist.
I know Bob's out here in the audience today with the burn twist. He's probably really stoked to see someone doing that. Oh!
Yeah, he did one right in front of Bob during the best trick. And I was so excited to see that. Hey, did you know, like, Bob was standing right there? And he goes, I know, I did that on purpose.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I just high beamed Bob before I did it. The hand flip frontside air is crazy. Kind of just like throw it back at your feet and see what happens.
See, I know you were saying that the younger kids have an interesting trick selection, but we see that kind of through this entire field. Just people really mixing it up with different tricks that we don't typically see.
Okay, Cheyenne up again. Watch this pump into this first air.
It's judo.
Boom!
Such a good rotation on that 5.
Oh! Gets lost on the kickflip Indy. He's got one more run to get it done. You were saying before just about the wind. The wind has picked up a little bit. It's onshore, coming off the ocean right now, so it might maybe affecting the riders that are skating that wall that's facing the water.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you're flipping your board, the wind is definitely not in your favor.
Okay, here comes Hudson once again, the 10-year-old that's just chucking 9s like it ain't no thing. What are we going to get? We already got the 9.
He's got a big smile on his face now. Huge 5 to start things off.
Oh!
Wow, he He stretched out so far to get that kickflip Indy back under his feet.
Oh, kickflip body varial 540.
Woo. There's the upgrade.
Jeez. It's going to be crazy to see what this kid is doing in 10 years, if he in fact is still skating. That was a wild kickflip Indy.
Yeah, that's always the if, you know. You hope that those that find skating and find success in skating so early in life, you know, continue on to be lifers.
Reef Orlando coming up, had some problems on his second run.
And on his first.
And on his first, but he had some craziness on it, run number 1, though. He just needs to get a full run under his belt.
Oh. You know, I want to say that was the win because it looked like he was just going for a frontside ollie and then felt the need to grab the tail, even though he just did a frontside tail grab right before that. So that just leads me to believe that the wind was pushing the board off his feet.
Moving right along here. So this will be Luke. Luke is coming off the roll-in this time, which means bigger air.
I mean, he could just be in cruise mode at this point, but...
Here we go. Let's see what he brings it in. Melon, alley-oop melon 5 straight away.
Oh, going right into the tail grab 5. Also looked like it just came off his feet.
Yeah, he gets one more run as well. So we're coming down to the final run of the semifinals. 4 men. Each one of these skaters has got one more chance. Let's see if Jackson can make it through here on his 4th and final attempt.
All right, Jackson. The crowd is behind you. We're loving this stale Maskey 5. It's so consistent, makes no sense, but all right.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Nice cap, stale. Oh, going for the egg, just getting away from him. You know, his first run was really solid, though.
Yeah, it was. The only thing, the critique I have of his first run is he didn't use the whole ramp. He basically stayed
on one side, yeah.
Yeah, stayed in 16 feet of the ramp. But there's back-to-back 540s.
Alley-oop in that one a little bit as well.
You know, I like that. Like, I guess alley-oop, board slide to fakie, or alley-oop, you know, frontside slider to fakie. It's weird to see a little kid do that. It's cool.
That's definitely a fun trick to add to his bag.
Derek Scott, 4th and final attempt here, coming out of Salida. There it is. He gets that back foot to dangle a little bit on that meter. There's the hand flip, and it gets away from him again.
Unfortunately, will not be moving on to the finals.
So we move back up to the top of the ramp. Cheyenne is going to be rolling in off the roll-in. Gets that judo air straight into a big power 540. I love to see this. Gosh, that 5.
Huge 5. Nice frontside air. Kickflip Indy. He's got so much style.
Yeah, he's got a lot of style. He kind of has to get rid of that hands-on hip pump, but I think you can't avoid that when you're little and you're trying to maximize these walls.
And you're trying to push through that wind. I mean, when you're so much smaller, that wind is going to affect your speed.
Oh, kickflip Indy fakie. Full commitment. Ow. Ouch.
He might have knocked the wind out of himself on that one. That was rough.
But this was, I mean, the meat and potatoes of this run were like the first 3 walls. God, body varial 5.
They've all got him down.
And there's that other body varial.
Yeah, knocked the wind out of himself.
Full grape lady in the flat. Help me, don't touch me.
Wait, did you say grape lady?
Yeah, you ever seen the grape lady video?
No.
Where she's stomping grapes and she falls on the ground and she gets the wind knocked out of her? It's called the grape lady. Come on.
I'm going to have to check it out.
Yeah, grape lady is great. All right, so a little bit of a wind knocker for him, but he got the job done in the first couple runs there. So moving right along to Hudson.
Will he do the kickflip body varial 5 in this run? He was going for it last run. Definitely would boost his score, but he's sitting pretty right now.
I like
second place.
To see the commitment, though, off of the roll-in. He's committed to going big, trying to keep that momentum up.
I love the stale 5. It looks so good.
I love the lean arrow over the channel.
Classic.
Here we go. Is he going to get it? Boom.
Oh! That was so close. He wants the hype, though, no matter what.
Wow. Kickflip Indy, throws that on his feet. The kickflip body varial, though, I mean, there's a lot going on there.
Yeah. He submitted a video for the golden ticket as well, and he had the 9 and the kickflip body varial 5 in the same run in his video submission.
Well, you'll have that. He's what, 10?
Yeah, of course.
All right, Reef Orlando will have his 4th and final shot at trying to make it into the final right now. A couple uncharacteristic falls from Reef because his runs are usually marathons of technicality.
You know, as we were saying, as someone who doesn't grab a lot, that was so complicated. This wind is not doing him any favors. Oh, with the cab nose grind, nollie shove. He's got it in his run. Oh, and the alley-oop cab big spin.
Gosh.
Wow.
He kind of just needs to cruise right now.
Yeah, please just cruise. Just land it, Reef. Oh, no!
Reef. Did he have enough in the beginning of that run? Was there enough meat to that run?
I mean, there were multiple tricks in one trick on a few occasions, so that's got to count for something, right, Todd?
I would think so because, okay, the caballerial to nose grind to nollie shove is bananas, but then he just did a 360 shove as well on like one wall after that. That was a lot.
That was a lot.
Luke is up next. Luke's power approach is very much appreciated by these two in the booth.
Absolutely. I mean, this is a victory lap right now, Todd. We're going to see him in the finals. He's #1 on the leaderboard. He was #1 on the leaderboard in the open qualifier. He won the best trick with the front blunt slide gap over the roll-in. I mean, he's got to be feeling good.
Well, it doesn't matter. Like once you get to the final, all these scores go away. 9 people advance to the final. Or excuse me, 6 people advance to the final. 9 was the street.
Oh, we're not going to be seeing Reef in the finals, unfortunately.
Oh, bummer.
Heracles is right there on the bubble, but Luke is #1, so that is going to be our final.
Here we go with Luke. Just such good. Look at that stale fish. Tom Shar, anybody? Hello. So high, so powerful on all of his tricks.
He's just cruising. Kickflip Indy to fakie, setting up for something.
Ooh, caballerial disaster. So that does it. That concludes our Vert qualifier. We have our 6 locked at this point. That run didn't even matter for Luke. Just a little bit more practice. 6 men moving on to the finals. And we're going to have our street final for men's and women's, and we're also going to have our Vert final for men's and women's. It's final only for the ladies here today. But that was pretty nuts. I mean, some uncharacteristic falls from Reef. I didn't really think that we were going to see, him fall off the way he did, because usually that kid can just stack it. But as we have here, he just missed out. I mean, Heracles Fagundes will be our 6th place qualifier. He's the 6th place qualifier here coming into the final. But Luke really put on a show, and he was the one to be watching out for in the finals. I mean, we're going to see a bunch of crazy stuff go down in the finals. We've got the 900 that we've already seen happen. But that's the thing, right? Like, if you have a 900 and you're doing it in qualifying, does it really have as much of an impact as if you had just saved it for the final?
You know, I mean, we know he's got the kickflip body varial 5. We see him working on that, and I think it's just going to be a really solid finals. We have skaters with a lot of different approaches, different trick selections that are going to be battling it out, and they get 5 runs in the finals. 5
runs in the finals. We're going to see Colin Graham. He's going to be going up against Luke Kaler. We're going to get the youngsters are going to be out there. All right, well, check it out. We're going to take a break. We're going to be back at 3:15 to start the final rounds here at Jackalope. We're going to have the finals for men's and women's street, and then move over to the vert ramp for finals for men's and women's vert. Go get yourself a snack, take a little nap, and come back and join us later this afternoon as we wrap up here from Jackalope Fest 2025 in Virginia Beach.
We will be having our base jump competition at 6:30.